Neymar is in danger, and he knows it. And it's not other than because some set of footballers are ready and are looking for any opportunity to do him real bad.
Fallen beautifully for Neymar. Terrific tackle by Jeffers.
What exactly happened? And how did things get this bad? Here are 8 footballers who hate Neymar. First up, Neymar was the star man at his former club, Santos in Brazil. But he was not the only one with a spotlight on him. His teammate Ganso was equally doing well. In fact, most of Neymar's goals were assisted by Ganso. Neymar's contract was renewed and came with a huge salary increase. But guess what Ganso got? A 4 times lower salary than Neymar. Neymar felt like the big fish and stopped greeting Ganso, even on the training ground. To make matters worse, Ganso was shipped off to Sao Paulo the following season, even when he had European suitors bidding for him, while Neymar was allowed to go to the prestigious Barcelona. Both players met again in Spain in 2016, but this time as opponents, and unfortunately, Ganso did not have a flourishing career at Sevilla. He must have wasted good times playing in Brazil. Trust me, Ganso still has his revenge in mind. He probably hates Neymar for ruining his chances. He's not the only player who feels that way though. This next one had his share on the first day at the office. Nelson Semedo had just signed for Barcelona for $42 million. That's quite a huge amount for a player of his caliber, and maybe Nelson knew that too. So he was under pressure to prove he was worth every penny, but he made a move on the wrong person. During his first training session, he wanted to impress and show off his tackling skills. He must have felt he was doing some Dani Alves or Carlos Puyol. Semedo made a hard tackle on Neymar, which took him to the ground. Oops, that looked more like a kung fu sweeping move. Neymar would not cut the kid some slack. He got angry and jumped on him like a sumo fighter. Their teammates came quickly to the rescue and separated the two of them. Neymar had nothing to lose. He was almost leaving Barcelona for PSG and became the most expensive footballer in history. But for Semedo, that event did leave some kind of scar. Personally, it was nothing for me. I had the support of my teammates and friends, but it obviously influenced me. After all, I just arrived, and one of the most influential players in the team got into a fight with me. Semedo may never forgive Neymar for ruining his career at Barcelona. Neymar can't just stop getting hate from his teammates, and Edinson Cavani is one of them. The thing is, Cavani was a high-profile striker and a beast at scoring goals during his spells at PSG. He was even the designated penalty kick taker. All of that changed anyways when Neymar came on board. Neymar arrived at PSG accompanied by a lot of noise and hype by the media. What else would you expect? He was the most expensive signing in football history. The hype never worried Cavani, but as soon as Neymar stole the show, including his spot as the penalty kick taker, he knew he was in for it. To make matters worse, former teammate Dani Alves also joined PSG and formed a good yet annoying bond with Neymar. Cavani could barely breathe fresh air again at PSG. When the chance came to exit, he embraced it like a long-time lover and joined Manchester United. That was not the only time Neymar tried to steal a penalty spot from a teammate. Mbappe was also a victim. Actually, Mbappe's arrival at PSG came with many luxurious benefits. He was literally Mr. PSG. And even though both Neymar and Mbappe had a good relationship, things soon changed between them. Mbappe asked the manager to assign him as the penalty kick taker. This did not go well with Neymar, but he had no choice. The manager called the shots. In a match following that decision, PSG got a penalty. Mbappe took it and missed it. How happy Neymar must have been. PSG got another penalty, and as Mbappe stepped forward again, Neymar withstood him and insisted he'll take it instead. What a goal! Neymar put the spot kick in the back of the net. He must have thought he had regained his place, but no! Mbappe is the golden boy that can't be touched. Mbappe wants all the attention at PSG and must surely be finding a way to ship Neymar off the team anytime soon. Now that Enzo Fernandez is in Europe, I don't think he will say hi to Neymar if they meet on the streets, and this is because of the long-term beef. When Enzo was still at Benfica, he faced Neymar in a Champions League match, and as usual, Neymar showed off his skills on the ball, giving the Benfica players a run of their lives. Enzo was pissed, and each time he had a face-off with Neymar, Enzo passed a comment. "Did you just call me an idiot?" Neymar said to Enzo, who denied ever saying that. Neymar refused to let that slide, and even after the end of the match, he dragged matters with Enzo down the tunnel. Enzo hated Neymar for being petty and had his revenge on him at the 2022 World Cup. Neymar's Brazil never made it, while Enzo Fernandez had his hands on the trophy with the best young player of the tournament award to his name. Wow, Neymar must have won more and more haters for himself. But just before we dive into the next three, there's a subscribe button right there on your screen. Kindly smash it and turn on the bell. You don't want to miss any updates from us, do you? Done that? Let's move on. It's pretty annoying how Neymar mocks and looks down on his opponents. He also did this to a hyper-aggressive Colombian defender at the 2014 World Cup. Juan Camilo Zuniga was pissed by Neymar's show-off and gave him the hardest tackle in his career. Neymar got injured, ending his run at the World Cup. Both met again in 2015 in Copa America, and the past year's incident was still fresh in Neymar's memory. Again, the entire Colombian team was out for Neymar. He was the most fouled player in that match. Zuniga pulled another kung fu stunt on Neymar. He flicked his hand at Neymar, leaving him with a blood-filled mouth. Neymar would not let that slide. He retaliated with a brutal foul and was sent off. Zuniga has since then been waiting for his chance to get back at Neymar, but I doubt if that will happen. Lille superstar Thiago Jallo also made the list of Neymar's haters. Both had a scuffle in the PSG vs Lille match in 2021. Neymar responded to a hard tackle from Thiago by pushing him over and turned things into a street fight. Even the referee couldn't handle the situation. Both got a second yellow card and was sent off the pitch. But the matter didn't end there. According to Thiago, in the dressing room tunnel, he said things to me that I ignored. He even threw tape that is wrapped around players' ankles in my face. What did he say? I don't know, but they weren't good things. It is part of the game, but it is what Neymar lacks. A little more respect. Neymar needs to have more respect. Thiago has still not forgiven Neymar till now. Now we move on to the last, Alvaro Gonzalez. He played for one of PSG's biggest rivals, Marseille, and during one of their matches against PSG, he had an unpleasant encounter with Neymar and would hate him forever after that. Neymar would not stop provoking Gonzalez. He even hit him on the head. Gonzalez was pissed and took to insulting Neymar. Neymar thought Gonzalez abused him racially, and both started a brawl. Even after the end of the match, the fight continued on social media. They both lashed out at each other on Twitter. Gonzalez posted a picture of him holding Neymar and captioned it, "My parents always taught me to take out the trash." That's demeaning, and Neymar must be cooking his revenge after seeing that. Neymar must feel so bad for having such haters. But he's not alone. This footballer is even worse. Click this video to see 8 footballers that hate Messi.